We are back on the dirt bikes for another adventure. Today we have a group of 5 riders.
Wherever you want.
So here we are trying to decide what trails we want to conquer throughout our day.
Yeah, we can, we'll drop down there and then shoot up that next hillside. Then there's a single track up in there.
There are so many great trails to ride that we can never get a chance to hit them all. But here are a few of them. So let's ride some dirt bikes. So as we make our way down into the woods, I start off the ride following my brother Steve on his KTM 450. Leading the trail ride today is Rick on his Beta 300 Race Edition. Looking back on these videos, I'm a little disappointed on the camera angle. You'd think by now I'd know where to focus that camera on my helmet, but I guess it could have been worse. Up ahead here, you're going to see a low bridge tree that we got to duck under. Then we have to make our way through some brush.
I smell Fruit Loops. Ugh. I wonder what that is.
So am I the only one that ever notices that? I can remember noticing that when I was a kid, riding through some thick wooded areas like that with a lot of leaves and smelling Fruit Loops. Maybe it's just in my head.
Can't say I've ever been on this one.
So we have Rick up in front. Now I'm behind Bentley on his Honda 250. Right behind me is Owen on his KTM 300. And then Steve is now in the back. Now this is a pretty challenging trail, especially if you're going up the trail, which I would really like to do that the next time we're here riding.
Hands are hurting. All right, down in the first gear. I'm behind Bentley right now.
Bentley does a good job of maintaining the speed up through here with me right on his tail. I actually was pretty lucky he didn't lay it over or anything, because probably would have hit him. I really wish I would have adjusted the camera angle just a little bit. So here we're crossing the top of Jeep Hill, which back in the 70s and early 80s, they used to race Jeeps up and down that hill. Well, up the hill.
Yeah, my arms aren't used to this. You need to ride more.
Yeah, that's totally correct. It seems like the more often I ride, the less things hurt. But when we go and not ride for over 2 months and then decide to go riding, there's a little bit of aches and pains.
Ride behind Owen for a while.
To the right of me now is the bottom of Jeep Hill.
My hands are getting sore.
So straight ahead of me is the swimming hole. But we're taking this dirt bikes only trail. Up ahead we have a little creek crossing. The water's really low. You know, I can remember as a kid doing a night ride going across this creek. The water was flowing so hard that when I crossed into it, it took me downstream about 20 feet. Now, that's a lot of water. For that night ride, I can remember using a 1974 Honda XL350. Boy, was that a heavy tank. And the reason I used that is when I was younger, at the time I had an XR100 without a headlight.
Oh. He went into fucking neutral.
I had a nice steady run up to that log too. Just magically it goes into neutral. The only time it does it this whole ride. Rick's giving us a heads up about how the trail takes a right-hand turn up the hillside, which the camera just doesn't do it justice. It's actually steeper than what it seems on video. Riding behind Steve again on his 450. And boy, it sounds really good.
Well, it's a nice warm day. Sure. Huh?
The shifter bent.
Oh.
When Bentley was coming through here, this tree stump on the left grabbed his gear shifter and bent it to hell and back.
Bent shifter, I guess.
So now we're going to make our way back to the truck.
grassy knoll.
So after a quick bend of the gear shifter, here we are back on the trail. You're going to see me stop and make an adjustment to my rebound or compression, whatever side this one is. Just can't seem to get the front forks to work the way I want them to. Is there anybody else out there with a Beta that has trouble dialing in their front suspension? There goes Rick, climbing the flat top. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going this way. See if we all make it up this one. What the hell? Alright, we're about to see some carnage. People are going to be everywhere. Here I come, trying to get down to the left of it, and boom.
Oh, shit.
Stopped in my tracks.
Yeah, I'm not getting through that.
Where are you going, Bentley? I said, you look frozen to where he went. I'm like, this ain't this way. This fucking went, oh, wait a minute.
Now we're back on the trail. I believe I'm behind Bentley. Yeah, there he is up there. We are slowly making our way to a hill climb called the 3-tier hill climb, when all of a sudden we run into an issue.
Now I got a quarter throttle.
So something's going on.
How could that be?
Nothing. He was just saying that the last time he took his beta out, there's a cable. He said the cable came off down at the carb.
So either his cable broke or the cable came off somewhere.
There's no throttle at all now.
But that kind of finished his day of riding, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so here you're gonna see Steve depart down to the left while we make our way to the hill climb. Here's the start of the first tier. And of course I got to go around a tree. Now the second tier. And tier 3.
Well, it wasn't the cleanest, but I'll take it.
Owen was right behind me. He made it up the hill and I didn't get it on video. Here you'll see him coming. There he is. Bentley is now making his way up the hill climb, and right behind him is Rick. Now Owen has the GoPro, and you're going to see him tackle this hill climb. Owen will be filming for the rest of the ride now. Now I'm up front, then Owen, then Bentley, and Rick at the end. A lot of this single track that we're riding today at one time was just a deer trail. So has anyone noticed the blue markers on some of the bigger trees? Like that one? We just had a lot of trees surveyed, and our plans are to do a little bit of timbering. So there is 380 acres to our club, and we had recently just purchased another 52 acres. So we're hoping with a little bit of timbering, select cutting that they're going to do, that's going to help pay for some of that property we just purchased. Now this is the top of Flat Top. Earlier in the video, Rick went up this and I decided to keep going around it. Now Owen's going to try climbing it. Some fellow Westco members enjoying the day on their quads. So here goes Owen. And now the base of the hill. What's going to happen?
Oh my God, that was scary. I thought I was falling down the hill.
Good save. All you tried to drop the handlebars up here.
I thought you were going to get it from okay.
I thought I was going right back down the hill there.
Yeah, that was a close one. That was a good save. But that's not going to stop him. He's going to try this hill again.
That was third.
Good job, Owen.
That was third.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't look steep on this video, but in person, it's steep. Owen's giving Bentley a little bit of room here for this hill climb. This fern-covered trail runs the border of our property. So we'll run the corner of the property for a little while and then take a dive down into the middle of the property. All on single track. Owen has the camera adjusted, I'd say perfectly. Definitely better than what I had it. You can see way far ahead of him. So I'm up ahead leading, and I have a desired location where I want to end up. So for the next few minutes, I'm just going to be making crap up as I go, trying to get to that location I want to end up at. But it turns out to be a pretty neat trail.
I don't know what happened. My like back tire caught like no traction. I just spun out.
So I'm up there trying to get this log out of the way to make it a little easier for Bentley. And it just, there it goes. Right down the trail. This is the specific location that I was looking for. Now it's been a while since I've been on this trail, but you got danger on the left, danger to the right, trying to squeeze between these little trees here. All in all, it was fun. I tried going between these two big rocks. My bike wasn't having it, so I had to go out around.
Just turn up around it. Go.
Owen's gazing around, enjoying the scenery that Southwest Pennsylvania has to offer. We're almost back to the campsite where we need to take a little break and get a drink. And then when we head back out for another ride, somebody named Owen forgets to turn the GoPro back on until here. So there's a lot of footage missing. And we did a really cool hill climb to get up towards the cabin. But I guess you're just going to have to take my word for that. So as we're making our way up this hill, Bentley just about wipes out right about now. So that was a good save. I'm still leading, then Bentley, Owen, Rick. We're getting ready to come out of the woods, and I'm going to make a right-hand turn here and go up to the top field. The goal is to hit a little bit of the single track up above the clubhouse. Bentley's doing a good job maneuvering this heavy 250F through the woods. He's doing really good for it only being 12. He turns 13 in September. Up here, we're going to have to cross into the washout. I believe Rick's route might be a little easier than what we do.
You should go straight over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that corner's pretty tough. This way we've been doing it.
And here's where we part ways. Thanks for riding with us today, Rick. And now we're on our way back to the truck. I decided to do one last trail. This trail here that we're dropping down is a trail that my brothers and I made back in the 90s. The perfect trail to end the day. Thank you for watching another Adventure 6 video. And until the next time, keep the tires dirty.